Olympic Games and many of the most memorable moments in sports, and also home to the USC Trojans, who are prepared to fight on once again today. And the Trojans will kick it off to get us underway. And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. The Buckeyes offense will have the first possession of the game. And this guy feels like a throwback. Back in the day, the running backs were always the stars. This guy fits that mold.
And he can do a lot of different things, too. He's not a one-trick pony. This guy can tote the rock. He can catch the ball. He can block. We might even see him throw the ball in this game. This is a jack of all trades.
The Buckeyes come to the line in the hurry-up. On second down, just keeps firing. He makes the connection. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground covered. Pick up the first. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. That is a completely avoidable penalty. The quarterback just went into brain lock and lost track of the play clock. This crowd, full throat, splitting the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. Shotgun snap, wants to throw it on third. Right on the money. At the 40, there he goes. And they were looking for a chunk play, and they got it. The explosive picks up more than 30. They'll leave it with him. And he's a real nowhere man tackled in this no-gain land. Here comes second down, and this crowd is turning it up a notch. He's looking to throw. They're trying to get to him. He's got it and still on his feet. Touchdown, Ohio State. Made the snag and strolled his way into the end zone. You want to talk about a great way to start the game and set the tone early.
It's so nice to have a quarterback just get himself into the game, get himself established. You make a couple throws, you lead your offense down the field, you score right off the bat. Could not have been a better start for that QB.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. So the USC Trojans offense headed onto the field. Our first look at them today. These two dudes who both come off the edge can wreck an offensive day, Jesse.
Man, these quarterbacks better have an internal clock working today. If you hold on to the football, you are getting sacked.
Yeah, best athletes on the field are defensive linemen, and when you got guys like this that can get after the quarterback, points will be...
He's going to go for a big one. Snags it down the right side. Nothing but green ahead. Touchdown, USC. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch it.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. And, David, how they would love to stick it in the end zone one more time after that last drive.
And once you get the defense on their heels and you back them off a little bit, you get in a little bit of rhythm, it's really hard to stop, Jesse, and they're going to try to do it again right here.
And if you're this play caller, you're loving what's happening right now because everything you dialed up on that last drive ended up working out. You're just looking at your play sheet. Everything you're picking is working. Let's see if they can pull it off again here.
Running back searching for a hole. He showed it all there. A little elusiveness, a little power, and he's got the first down. The Buckeyes want to move quickly.
That's a really nice run right there. And one of the things I love about him, he runs with such physicality and with the toughness. Do you think Woody Hayes, the great Ohio State coach, would have loved to have this guy in his backfield? His running style just marries so well with that. When you think about Ohio State and their tradition at running back, right? With all the athletes they've had throughout the decades, this guy was meant to play in the shoe.
He's back to throw on second down. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and third down is coming. And now let's see if the offense can bail itself out after the second down misfire. They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. He's got first down yardage across the 50. They'll mark it at the 49. And the Buckeyes have this offense rolling.
Well, this offense is sending a little bit of a message here. Of course, we know how much they've struggled on third down all season long. They're just never able to seem to get into a rhythm. But after that last running play moving the sticks, you just wonder what that does for their confidence.
And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. The Buckeyes will line it up on 1st and 10.
Well, right away after picking up the first down, they go right back to their playmaker at running back. And I love the push they got up front, getting a hat on a hat, opening a huge hole for the back.
And you become so...
And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44.
You get 5 sacks in a game the way this defense did last week, and it's going to make your offensive coordinator second-guess himself a little bit with respect to protections. I'm not sure how confident this offense is early in the game because they've already given up a sack.
How much does it help your blocking scheme to have a guy who finds the crease, he gets to the 39. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48. The Buckeyes send out the punt unit. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. And you just won't see a more effective punt than that, out of bounds inside the 5-yard line. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. So the offense keeps this drive alive thanks to the roughing the punter penalty. Off-play action on 1st down. Pocket starts to collapse. And it's incomplete. It was wild, high, and wide on that one. After the quarterback and receiver failed to hook up, they'll try it again on 2nd down. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Illegal block.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Offense gets set for 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Fires to the right. Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away.
Love the competitive nature by the defender on that play. That's just a 50-50 ball, and that defender swatted it away.
They'll try to move the chains on the ground. And the Buckeyes get enough to move the chains.
And that's so tough as a defense because they only got to get inches. But I got to find a way to somehow get a knockback, stop the running back's feet right there. I couldn't do it. He gets downhill just enough, and he gets the first down.
It's a good job, too, there on 3rd down by the offense because a major statistic in football in terms of winning and losing is how good are you at staying on the field, keeping drives alive. Whether it's 3rd and long or 3rd and inches, you just have to go execute, and they do it.
Quick release on the RPO. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. Bully ball on 3rd and short. Fights his way for a couple, but stopped short of the marker. It's 4th and 1. No signs of any kind of kicker as they'll leave the offense out there to try to move those chains. The defense going to stop the clock for the timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Now on fourth down, they'll try to come away with 3. That is no good. And here in the first quarter, this remain tied.
And that's just a chip shot. That's just a field goal they got to make, guys.
And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last time out. Let's see if they go right back at them. They'll test the right side. Good, solid, determined run there. They'll mark him down at the 27. Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on first down. It's 2nd and 3. The run to the left. Stopped at the 42, but he got 15 yards on the play. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. They go to the ground. And after the tackle, that will bring us to the end of the first quarter.
Second down.
We have the early makings of a quarterback duel, as these stats will show you. We've got a good one going here, and looking forward to keep those vibes rolling here in the second. Second down here as they go back to work after the break. Wide out in motion. Little touch pass to the receiver. One-step wrap, two-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground. They've got a good chunk of ground to cover on 3rd and long from the 41. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. There were serious revolutions on that 3rd down pass, but it's incomplete.
It's so nice when you know it's 3rd and long, you know a pass is coming, you worked on it all week, get your feet set at the sticks, understand that quarterback's got to be rushed, get him off of his spot. Nice execution by this defense.
He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. He's got him, and they convert. And they finally get him to the ground. An easy conversion for this offense. Defense not exactly the perfect 4th down call there. The Trojans are on the move. He wants to throw it again. Flushed out of the pocket. On the move, he fires. Complete to the right. Defense is there to make the stop, and he's got the 1st down, and they'll have it 1st and goal at the 6. This offensive scoring position with a fresh set of downs. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Southern Cal.
And this running back is so dangerous down close to the end zone. He's got wiggle, he's got great vision and burst, and he showed all of those attributes right there.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And he takes this from inside the 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. You want to talk about taking the wind out of your sails. Drive the ball down the field and miss the field goal, David.
You know what? Don't leave it up to kickers. Execute better offensively. I think you move the ball nice. You got to keep that in mind. But, Palmer, I think you got to stay aggressive and don't settle for field goals.
Yeah, because you got to know there's just no margin for error right now. You just have got to be able to execute at a high level.
They'll throw it on 1st down. And he can't escape, and down he goes. They've already racked up big sack numbers. It's starting to snowball, and they are ready to go again. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. The Buckeyes will hustle to the line. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. And the defense is all over the quarterback, and down he goes. The punt team makes its way onto the field. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. First one is away, and boy, did he put in work in that loss last week, kicking it 5 times. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. They unleashed an aerial assault last time that took them right to the end zone, David.
So, Reese, with that drive, I think you've accomplished something you wanted to accomplish. Make this defense think. Put them back on their heels. Now, shoot, Palmer, you might be able to slip a few runs in on this drive to...
What a job to lay out and make the catch. And they bring him down, but did you see this freshman rifle that thing in there?
Really nice pass there. You know the expectations at USC every year are sky high. Not just to win the conference, but to be in the national championship discussion. But to do that, they need this guy right here to play at a high level week in and week out, because this guy has the skills and the tools to take them there.
Looking to go up top on first down. Oh, picked off. Made that play and was hoping to make another one on the return, but they'll take it in business at the 41.
And that's why as quarterbacks, you cannot telegraph the pass. You cannot stare down your receivers, because these defenders, they're watching it. And that defender knew exactly where the QB was going with that football, and that's why he picked it off.
And I think they'll give him 2 on that one, 2nd and 8 coming up. Looking to push the pace with the no huddle. On 2nd down, he'll fire. Oh, looked upfield too soon and dropped the football, and it'll be 3rd down. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Feeling some heat. And they'll miss the connection here on 3rd down. The Buckeyes will punt this one away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. And no shot at a return here as the punt goes out of bounds. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. Boy, they hope this next drive is more productive after throwing a pick last time, Jesse.
Yeah, and the coaches did a good job on the sideline there, just talking.
Lofts one high and deep. And that one falls incomplete. They tried to go over the top on 1st down. 2nd down coming up.
You know the saying, no risk it, no biscuit. If you want big plays on offense, you've got to be able to take shots. They didn't hit that one, but moving ahead in the 2nd half, expect this offense to keep dialing them up.
Trying to escape and get it himself. And a really nice run and pick up there before the defense avoided disaster and stopped a really big play.
He's got such good awareness in the pocket. He does a good job of feeling the rush, and you know it's a pass. You want to keep your eyes downfield, but he sees an opening, and if he sees an opening, he's got the ability to go get it and get a 1st down.
Trying to make magic with his feet. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup.
Man, what a nice run by the QB. Great job exploding, getting upfield, and then smartly getting out of bounds. And, man, how hard is it to stop an offense with a guy at the quarterback spot that's so dynamic?
Man, I really love the way this guy looks when he's toting the rock. You think about all the high school kids out there who dream about one day donning a USC jersey and being the starting running back for the Trojans. There's so much competition, not just in the state of California, but nationally, to come to this school and be the guy, to be RB1. He's on the field for a reason. This guy is unique. He's got speed and vision. What a weapon.
He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a 1st down. And the Trojans come to the line with a new set of downs. Coming after it. They make the stop, but what a job on the scramble to get loose and pick up that 1st down.
It's going to be tough on this defense containing this guy, because he's got that 6th sense to get outside the pocket, and at that point, he's throwing it and hurting you, or you can take off and run. That time able to get the 1st down. Big challenge for the defense moving forward.
QBs, when you see zone coverage, man, can you manipulate defense when you have a good pocket and you've got time to throw. You have a little bit of time to throw. You move guys with your eyes. That drag comes wide open. Good throw, good catch, 1st down.
He was able to squirt free and pick up just a few on that one.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there. So instead of throwing it away and getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
He's got his man. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
That's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. In the gun, looking to throw on third down. Touchdown, Trojans! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. Well, they started with horrible field position, but ended with perfect field position in the middle of the end zone.
It all comes down to execution, Reese. You've got to have guys going out and doing their jobs. You saw the offensive line out front. They were physical. Skilled players made it happen with the ball in their hands, and the quarterback really showed command on that last drive.
He'll start the return inside his 5. And the returner will be brought down. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. So late in the half, this is really an opportunity, David, maybe to swing the momentum in their favor.
Dang right. There's no time to be concerned. If we're a little bit down, listen, I just think this is a point for the offense that they can prove. Like, we're here, we're going to create something now that we can build on in the second half.
Coach said all week he wanted to be aggressive. This is a great opportunity to show that right now. At the end of the first half, try and generate some momentum, score some points before going into halftime.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play a wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
Got his man on the right. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. Wants to throw on first down. Blasted as he lets it go. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. They'll try again on second down after the incompletion. He's looking to throw. Firing to the right, complete. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down.
And a great play design here in this type of situation. Obviously, trailing, you're trying to put something up on the scoreboard and just using the sideline, using the boundary, getting the ball out of bounds and stopping the play.
He'll come out throwing on first down. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Pressure coming. Not much of a chance there. He just had to get rid of it to avoid the sack.
And how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense, because it messes with the snap count. It messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. And the Buckeyes decide to punt it away. Able to keep them from getting a return, and the ball goes out of bounds. They're going to mark it right around the 20.
Roughing the kicker. Defense.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. And it's first down, but they'll try the field goal in the closing seconds of the first half. Looks as if this will be a 51-yard attempt. And this one splits the uprights.
How nice is it as a head coach to have a kicker like this? It makes these decisions on fourth down so much easier. Just strut him out there and let him stroke it through the uprights.
That late in the half field goal always gives you a little boost going to the locker room, and they'll need to finish off these final few seconds and not allow them to answer. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. They make the stop, and that is the end of the first half. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. The Buckeyes will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. On the run from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. Line gets set, first down. Going to the run to start this second half. They knock him down, but not before he gets it out to the 21-yard line. Pick up a 4. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Wide receiver now comes in motion. Trying to get the edge with a quick touch pass. Good, solid, determined run there. They'll mark him down at the 27. They'll try to move the chains on 3rd and short from the 27. To the ground to try to move the chains. That just never had a chance as they controlled the middle of the field and stopped him in the backfield on 3rd down.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
No hesitation, no trying to baby the ball in there. He just fired it complete.
4th down, no problem. I'm just going to rip this to my wide receiver. He believed in himself. He knew he could get it, and they get the 4th down conversion.
He looks that one in nicely. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down. Doesn't SC always seem to have a quarterback right out of central casting and one that'll pick up a first down for you with his arm?
Yeah, and it doesn't matter the year. It just doesn't matter the number. It continues to churn out. They find those guys just such an easy place to recruit. When you got that kind of pedigree, you always find superstars at the quarterback spot.
Now here on 2nd down, see if they keep tossing it around. They'll try the run. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
They're trying to run the football, and there's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
3rd and short now from their own 48. Fires to the middle. Wide open downfield. Lots of green grass as he gets it to the 31.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on 3rd down. That's what we saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that.
The incomplete pass leaves him with 2nd down. They'll go to the ground. Got it inside the 30 before he's finally pulled down at the 25. It's a gain of 6. Ball's at the 25. They're in field goal range, but they'd love to convert this 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Gets open down the middle. They get him on the ground, but it's a first down. And on that 3rd and short, I don't think he was unhappy to see that zone.
Nope, it was a great job on the offense. Hey, see where the holes in the zone are? Sit down. You only need a little bit of yards on this 3rd down. Get the conversion. Move the sticks.
He goes out of bounds after a solid gain on the play.
And I think this is important for this defense. This will be a big key in the football game. Like, I got to limit the damage from that guy. Because that's a QB that's dynamic, and he can make so many big plays. I got to string him out. I got to make him get to the sideline. But I will say this. I do want to hit him at the end of the run. I don't want to let him out of bounds and let him get free carries. I want it to be physical.
The Trojans are threatening on 1st and goal. He wants to throw it. Snags it. And he will score. Touchdown, Trojan. They've got the lead and trying to put this one in a hammerlock here in Week 10.
Each and every week, I think this coaching staff does such a good job of scheming ways to get this guy the football in the passing game, and defenses can't cover it. With that last catch, this now his 10th receiving touchdown on the season.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. Man, how comforting is it to know that even if your offense stalls out a little, Jesse, that field goal kicker can knock it in from a long way out.
Well, he's one of the best in the country, Reese, no doubt. But this offense would like him and prefer for him to kick an extra point on this drive. Even do that, David, they've got to have more rhythm on offense.
Yeah, create some more rhythm, create some more explosive plays, and maybe some more balance. And listen, it's nice to have that weapon and kick long field goals. You kick too many field goals, you don't get very many W's.
From the gun, he'll try to throw for it on 3rd down. And the ball is intercepted. Touchdown, USC! How about that D coming up with a play like that? What a play by this defense with the pick 6.
And how about the defender? Exactly what you're supposed to. Breaks on the football, makes the interception. Everybody on defense, we turn to offense. Go lay some blocks so my guy can get it and take it back to the house.
On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do happen, so you've got to be able to turn the page here and lead this offense.
Well, I think you know this defense is going to be aggressive. They're going to jump routes. They're going to play aggressive. You got to take advantage of that. Maybe use that this time to your advantage.
They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Tackled after picking up the 1st down.
It's hard to stop great runners. It really is. That's why you run the football consistently. You got a big offensive line, a big physical unit. You run the football like this, man, it will take a toll later. But you got to tackle this guy over and over again who has this ability to make people miss and make big plays.
This has got to be disappointing if you're the offense, guys. You were expecting to have a lot of success running the ball, especially against this defense, which has struggled so much this season, but just nothing doing. They have not been good enough in the trenches so far.
Trying to get to him. Finds his big tight end. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a 1st down. Passing game very effective on 2nd down. What about here on 3rd? They'll try to pop the draw. And they did not let him reach the line to gain. It'll bring up a decision here. The Buckeyes will punt it away on 4th down. Wants to bring it back. He's brought down, but there's also a penalty marker down. Let's see what this is about.
Holding, receiving team.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Here comes the offense on 1st down. Looking to move it through the air. Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls incomplete.
And the incompletion brings up a 2nd down for this offense. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
This QB has had a lot of success all day long, throwing for so many touchdowns, looking very comfortable. Finally, the defense gets to him. Finally, the defense gets a win.
Fires into traffic, intercepted. Touchdown, Buckeyes! And this defense coming out with points of their own. What an interception return.
And doing a great job in coverage. Obviously, you got to play run first as a linebacker always. That's your first thought process. But then reading the QB's eyes, breaking on the football, catching it. And then from there, it was easy. Just take it right to the house.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Fellas, a very interesting scene playing out right now in this marquee top 25 matchup. TCU is ahead right now, but it's not like they have LaDainian Tomlinson out there. This group needs to keep building on this lead. They're up by 7 over Oklahoma State. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Touch pass on the jet sweep. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there. Went to the running game on first down. Now here they come again. On second down, they'll take to the air. Lost one deep down the right side. And that ball is hauled in inside the 35. That type of big play can even make travelers perk up and take notice.
Hey, man, when I think about USC and just their pass, I just think about explosive. Explosive playmakers, making explosive plays down the field, finding those big wide receivers, making big plays.
They make the stop right there. Good pickup. It's still short of the first down. As we head to the quarter break, it is USC holding the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. One more quarter to go, and it looks as if we are ready to play. Second down now as they're ready to go back to work. The give to the back. And he's knocked down, but not before moving the chain.
And listen, the offensive line has to do their job. They're a really good job by the running back, understanding where his hole is. Go hit it, get the first down, don't mess around. Nice job following his hole, getting positive yards.
Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. From the gun, running back on the move. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. Third down. And the Trojans get it past the sticks. First and goal for the offense. Marches ahead. Touchdown, Southern Cal. And the route is on. That one pushes this lead out a little bit more here in the fourth, and now they can smell 8 straight wins. That trip to the end zone is 25th career touchdown.
Man, he's been productive, just has a nose for the end zone. This dude's made big play after big play for his offenses, and that's 25 touchdowns, Palmer, on the ground for the big fella.
Pretty impressive, too, when you consider when you get close to that end zone, the defense is expecting run, they're loading the box, and still this guy has been able to find his way in. 25, that's a nice number.
The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing this running game.
And how easy does football become if you're the more physical team? If you can threaten the run and then run play action, it opens up the whole offense at your disposal.
Going up top on first down. Finds his big tight end. And that corner came in hot despite knowing that he was giving up some size. Set up for second and short after that completion. He's looking to throw. Makes the grab. And they wrap him up, but not before he's got enough for the first down. And the Buckeyes come to the line with a fresh set of downs.
I just love quarterbacks that aren't greedy and that aren't always trying to throw the home run ball, right? Second down, you're in your own end of the field. The guy you want to throw to is not open. Just find the back. He'll go do something positive with it. This guy is a weapon, and you got to find him in the passing game.
Couldn't connect on that last play. Now 2nd and 10 from the 42. He's looking to throw. Makes the grab over the middle. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker. 3rd and short coming here right from the midfield stripe. The aerial assault continues. Finds his tight end. Nice job to pick up the first down, and they'll spot it at the 42. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
Really nice job there by the quarterback understanding it's blitz, and not just that it's blitz, but knowing whether it's man coverage or zone coverage behind the blitz. You've still got to know where your answer is going to be based on what the defense is doing in the back end, and he had the answer to the test right there.
Got some of the work done on first down. Let's see what they have on second down. He's right on target. They get him on the ground after he gets enough to move the sticks.
And that's a really nice route by the wide receiver, just understanding I got to win right now. I got to get inside of that guy, and I know I'm going to get contact. You run over the middle of the field on a slant, you're going to get hit. Nice job securing the catch, making the play.
And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down.
You want to talk about making it easy for an offensive coordinator. You pick up a bunch of yards on first down, make that second down really, really manageable. That's a great job by the offense.
Quarterback wants to throw on second down. And he just flat dropped it. I think he wanted to run before he secured it. Already in chip shot field goal range at the 21, but this third and short, they're still thinking touchdown. Fast motion from the offense. It'll be a run on third and short. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
And his defense has brought their A game. Done a great job stopping the run, stopping the pass, not giving up a lot of points. Even right there, everything's difficult. They string it out towards the sidelines. Everybody's flying to the football. This defense has looked spectacular.
Desperately wanted to keep the ball, but they did not. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. There have been few obstacles for this offense as they are starting to pull away here in the second half, Jesse.
And this has been a dream game for this play caller too, right? It's like anything that he's calling is working flawlessly.
Yeah, it's fun to be the offensive coordinator, but not the defensive coordinator. They have had no answers. It's been an absolutely miserable day trying to solve the riddle of this offense.
Quarterback checking the play. They'll throw it on first down. Got a man in the middle. And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play.
Well, the defense can't afford to give up too many big plays like that. That was a simple day one go-round. A guy just running straight down the field. You need your DBs to get to that football and swat that thing away. You give up too many more of those, you don't got a shot at winning this game.
And he has vexed this defense with scramble after scramble, has another first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Caught. They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the first down. The Trojans are threatening in the red zone. He's going to pass. He caught it. Touchdown, Trojans! And the stomping has commenced. That lead a little more comfortable now as they close in on extending this winning streak. And with that latest touchdown, he's looking to etch his name alongside the Trojan Immortals at quarterback.
Yeah, and there's so many stars that have played quarterback at USC that when they get the ball and they do their damage, guess what? They win big-time trophies. And this guy, you have days like this, week in and week out, you will be recognized as the best player in college football.
Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. What a turn that last drive was. Didn't pick up the fourth down, and it led to the scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and those are frustrating because you think you might get points and then your defense gives up points. This has got to be a complementary football type deal. The offense now needs to provide a little spark and give this defense some hope.
No doubt, David. They got to turn the page, and they've got to play with a little bit more urgency here, knowing they've got to get that one back and put a good drive together.
They came out humming on this drive, and now it's first down from the 36. He's looking to throw it. Can't hold on. He had it right down the middle, and he flat dropped it.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this football game.
And this junior loves to show off that big arm. The Buckeyes will snap it on 1st and 10. He wants to throw. The quick out. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense.
You know, it's hard enough just to catch passes in college football, but to do it while also being cognizant of where you are in the field and making sure you get a foot down inbounds, that's really impressive.
Makes the grab. They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on second down here. And they'll come to the line with less than a yard to go. On second down, he's looking downfield. He's got it. They bring him down, but he's got a first and goal from the 10. The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts. The Buckeyes will try to punch it in on first and goal. They're going to throw it again. Makes the grab. And he'll take it in for the touchdown. It won't have much impact on the outcome of the game, but it is a fabulous parting gift, a consolation prize, if you will. In a lot of losses, you just want to burn the tape. You don't want to watch it. But I think there are some things that they can take into next week from this performance.
No doubt. Offense is about finding your rhythm, finding your groove, what you do well. And you can tell, at least now, starting to get a little something going, and maybe you can build it.
From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The offense lining up for a first down play. They'll keep it on the ground. The clock is on their side. A most efficient pickup of 6 on first down. It's 2nd and 4. They'll give it to the back. And excellent vision to find running room there and make a really good pickup before the defense put a stop to it. They'll snap it on first down from the 35. One back in the backfield. He gets the carry.
And the defense is still fighting. They haven't had the day that they dreamed of. You know, talking to the coaches coming to the game, like they thought they had a good plan. They'd be ready to attack and limit some of the damage this offense has done. They haven't done it today, though. They got to go back to the drawing board, figure some things out, because this wasn't a great day.
Running out the clock, a mere formality between them and a victory as we have victory formation coming. Well, this one had all the suspense of a bug hurtling his way toward a windshield, and they did splatter them, an absolutely dominating performance.
You got to give the coaching staff a ton of credit. They obviously had their guys ready to play and motivated right from the opening kick. All three phases